Hey everyone, welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls. I'm of course Sammy, and I just came back from PAX, so that was really exciting, and that was a really hectic weekend full of seeing a lot of games. But I'm glad to be back. Well, I say back, but I'm really, because I live in the East Coast anyway. I live very close to the convention center. I actually didn't have to fly out or go to a hotel or anything. I just traveled by train to the show, so you could say back. I'm back in quotes, but I am back. I am glad to be back to just be playing and streaming some more Dark Souls here. So I don't think I'll actually talk much about PAX unless, say, someone from chat will ask me about it live. I'll go ahead and be very happy to talk about it. But as far as right now, I'm just gonna continue to focus on the game. But yeah, I think it's worth updating, worth an update. A snapshot in time, especially if we're talking about the archive on YouTube. A snapshot in time of the context for this video as far as my playthrough. All I'll say is right now PAX was pretty fun. Glad I was able to go. And yeah, if anybody comes in chat and wants to talk about it, I'll be glad to discuss it. But yeah, as I said before, for the purposes of this, I will still continue to focus and discuss Dark Souls as I play it. So if you remember from last time, I was on that really infamous portion of Anorlando where I have to get past the archers. And, well, the archers themselves aren't really giving me too much of a problem. It's just like, especially if you saw like the very ending of the last video, I am, you could say, a little too confident of my trip there. I was getting to a point where I was just rushing it, falling into that trap of thinking I know how to play this area just because I've beat it before and I've done it through, and I'm just trying to go through really quickly. The correct way, I think, is to just fight this guy one-on-one first, then deal with the Harpies later. Of course, I gotta make sure I don't aggro that second giant. That would be a little too much trouble. Okay, that's good. I want to get behind this guy. And that's how you do it. Fighting two of them at once is like the really big deal here. I aggroed him. Does that mean I have to fight him now, or is he gonna keep hounding me until I get rid of him? Answer is probably yes, knowing Dark Souls. Oh wait, and yeah, he's turning around right now. He's backing up. Yeah, that's right. You back up. You back up. Okay, that's good. Very good news for me. So, first starting out, I'm in the right state of mind to do this the correct way. The way the game has taught me to play throughout, all the way up until this point, very cautiously. Make sure to, be patient. Do not do what I did at the end of the last part. Wait for them to actually come to you. Fighting three at once is definitely not the correct way to do this. Alright, I'm getting too close to the other guys, so I'm going to back up. There's one thing this game is really good at is it's being subtle about the way it teaches you. It's very much a School of Hard Knocks type of game, where you have to learn by trial and error. Much of that happens up front in the very beginning of the game. I think that's why a lot of people will give up on the game. But once they, learn the ins and outs, then you can get in sort of a rhythm where you can apply what you've learned from before to even brand new challenges like this area with the archers. You can still apply like the same basic rules of be patient, aggro one at a time. Definitely applies here. Demon Spear. I think I already picked up one of those, right? Another thing right here is very tempting is for me to just, try and rush in and grab my retrieval from before, from the last time I died. And, I mean, by this point, you should know by now. It's like, a retrieval is never worth really rushing in, especially if you're going to risk it for risk a 3-on-1 fight, because you're probably going to end up dying in that spot anyway. So you're basically wasting a trip to this area. Alright, so this is where, this is where I usually fall, because I'm kind of forced into a 2-on-1 battle here. Plus, there's an archer that starts shooting me over that in that direction over there. So again, this one, I think I'm forced to try and rush and kill these guys as fast as possible. So let's try and do that. Okay, one is down. That's good. I wonder where that archer is. I haven't seen any arrows yet. Okay. I seem to have actually killed the two guys before the archer started shooting at me. Totally not complaining about that, by the way. Oh, before I continue, I actually want to, I just remembered this. I said I wouldn't talk much about packs, but I am wearing something I want to show off on stream if anybody, or on YouTube. I don't know if this will show up. I have to wait for it to appear on my thing, but I am repping one pin, one of my favorite pins that I got. Well, I have to wait for it to catch up on my stream. Come on, because I'm not really sure if this is appearing on the camera. Come on, a few more seconds. So that's Social Justice Champion. Let's see. I wonder if that's showing up. It probably is. I think. Okay, you got a good enough look at that. It is a pin I got from seeing a game called Social Justice Warriors, which is like a take on the whole internet troll phenomenon that was happening over the past year, 2014 especially. So yeah, I am loving that pin. Fortunately, due to the angle here, you can't really see it while I'm watching. I have to put it way up high on my shirt to even possibly show up. But yeah, it looks like normally, unless I move all the way back here, you can only see a little bit of the pin. Probably can't even see the letters at that point anyway. But yeah, I guess it's worth to show it right on camera. If you went to PAX, you could and play that game. You could actually choose one of several of them, like Social Justice, Druid, Rogue, Paladin, so on and so forth. So anyway, let's continue with the actual playthrough. See, this is why I didn't want to really talk about PAX, is because then I interrupt the gameplay and the commentary. That's the only thing that I wanted to get through on the stream unsolicited. Of course, I'm open to anybody from chat wanting to talk about PAX. Anything that I saw. Alright, so key here. I want to kill this guy really quickly. Yeah, that was not quick enough, unfortunately. I still feel like I am starved a little bit on my stamina to kill people enough quickly with this weapon. Ideally, I want to have enough stamina to get in several swings of this sword, because I do want to build up that bleed damage. If I can't get a lot of swings in, then I can't really utilize the bleed effect properly. So I really do have to work on that stamina stat to synergize better with this weapon. Alright, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to go through yet another run through this area, which means another, slow progression through all the enemies I fought through before. But yeah, you're seeing exactly the nature of Dark Souls, how you're ideally should go through things, especially if you're playing, for the first time. I'm sure there are pro speedrunners of Dark Souls who will just go mad and rush in and are perfectly fine with managing enemies, like 3-on-1, 4-on-1 battles. But yeah, I'm not at that level, fortunately. Especially since I'm trying a new style of combat here that I have not tried in my previous playthroughs, the two-handed weapon style. If I was doing maybe a your standard sword and shield run, I probably would be a little bit more cocky, because I already know how to handle that. And although I've played this game for several hours now for this playthrough, I'd still say I'm very much a noob at this style. I'm still learning things even now about how to combat these enemies. Any new enemy, I have to relearn, how to apply my style to them. Like with these guys, because of the harpies, the way they jump around all the time, my second swing usually will not actually hit them. So I really just have to rely on the one swing, readjust, and then hit again. Hit again. Can't really combo with these guys very effectively, unless they get stuck on a wall. Then it'd be fine. So I can do one hit, then I have to readjust. One hit, readjust. That's how I have to apply. If I try to do a two-hit combo, the second hit will almost always miss. I'm starting to learn this, which is why I'm voicing it. It's not like I knew this all along. Okay, so this will probably give me trouble. Oh, come on. Totally whiffing on this, but I have to dodge. Yeah, I was put into a tight spot there. I either have to risk the heal or risk trying to run away. As we saw before, that running away is not very effective against these guys because they do have a ranged attack. And on that very narrow path, they can very easily hit me. They have a very straight, clear line of sight to me, so neither escape plan there was very effective. I had to just go ahead and risk the heal there in order to even have a chance of surviving. know, ironically, the very first attempt on this playthrough, on this stream, was where I got the farthest. I killed the archer that I went towards, and then I just fell off on my own accord. Just fell off the ledge. He didn't kill me, I just, like, right after I successfully did it, I just happened to, hit wrong on the controls, and walked right off the ledge. And so far, that has been my best run. Ugh. Not really ideal to call that, you know, that having that be my best run so far. So, like that first run, I do want to emulate it. I do want to take out these guys here, at least the one on the right. If I rush through it, the one on the right will stay aggroed to me while I'm fighting the harpies. Okay, get away because this one is like has a little bit of AoE. These guys are a little bit tricky because sometimes they will de-aggro for a few seconds and look like they're returning back to their spots, but then immediately they'll change their minds and surprise you with an attack. Okay. So left guy, back in his original position. If I stay over here, I'll be fine. Just want to fight this guy. He doesn't want to move forward, though. At least not without attacking. Like, see there, if I had enough stamina to risk a four-hit combo there, I probably would. But again, I'm still a little stamina starved. Yeah, definitely going to focus on building up my endurance for more stamina here on out. Oh, I aggroed two guys. I didn't want to aggro this other one. I have to fight him really quickly. Alright, this guy, thankfully, was kind of stuck in his little corner over there, so I lucked out on aggroing these two guys at once. Alright, so hit, readjust, hit, readjust. Seems to be the perfect tactic here. Applying what I learned before and sticking to it. Do not change my tactics. No matter how much I want to move forward really quickly, I have to be careful. So again, forced to fight these guys. Need to get the heck away. Definitely stamina starved. Alright, one down is perfect. Two down is best. Alright, now that as you've seen is really the trickiest part for me. Retrieval! And I think it's that run up that really makes this run worse, because you have to be successful at that and then be fairly successful at doing this and taking this guy out efficiently. Aw, man, like he should have switched to his close range already. If he switched to his close range, like, he would have been dead. The fact that he actually switched to his archery there, or rather not switch, he kept up his bow and arrow there. If you look back at the playthrough, I think what he did was he was about to, he did switch to his sword and shield combo, but then he switched back for no reason at all. Yeah, that archer there is much easier with a sword and shield combo, because if he pulled that crap, then you just block him and then no big deal. Block him and then kill him. You do take a lot of stamina because those arrows are really powerful. But yeah, better than being flung off the ledge. So if I didn't die due to my own incompetence, I would have actually done this on my very first try. And now all these subsequent tries are like cursed essentially. Oh man, unfortunately aggroed that other guy. And now he's like determined to do a hit, no matter how far away he is. You know what? If he wants to battle, I'll battle him. He wants to battle so much. Go ahead and take that damage. Here you go. Yeah, that's what you get. You should just stayed over there in the corner. As long as I don't deviate from my original plan, I should be fine. In fact, I think I'm getting more and more efficient at following the, enemy order here. I'm working my way through these enemy order, but I still have to do that order correctly. Next up, right here. Very lucky swing by that guy. I'm not sure how much more I can actually comment in this part. I just have to actually make it through before I can, really find anything new to say. Unfortunately, the downside of trying to comment on this. Anything over here? I don't think so. I haven't checked, but yeah, it's worth, I guess, giving it a look. No, I don't think there's anything over here. When I finally get through this part, then I can move on to more commentary, to see some new areas. For now, I'm just gonna do some very normal Let's Play style stuff, commenting on this stuff and not much I can do there. It is that really efficient at getting me down on low health before I could do any significant damage to one of them. Yeah, for some reason the archers get a lot of talk from people playing this game. They're the ones that are infamous, but to me, it's not the archers. It's the 2-on-1 harpy fight before the archers that are the toughest for me. Alright, how about in this run, I try to be greedy. What will happen? Let's see what will happen if I try to be greedy. And by being greedy, you'll see what I mean. It is, I can try to gamble with a risk reward for just one run. And if it doesn't work, I'll go back to my normal path through this area that has given me most success. But I think it's worth changing it up for, you know, one attempt through this area. One of the things I don't like a lot is I wish you could run into a roll, but you can't. Like, so here's what I mean by being greedy. You take damage there. I'm just gonna try and completely skip these guys. Say screw them. You know, I'm gonna even skip my retrieval here. Just go ahead. I know these guys can't follow me up these set of stairs, but they can like hit me with what is it? Their long range. Oh man, yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The angle that he actually hit me should have made me fly into the wall there, right? For some reason, I actually fell off the ledge. That doesn't make any sense. So actually, skipping those battles seemed to work that way, and I got killed by bullshit physics. See, I should have. If the wall is over here, right, and I get hit from that angle that you saw, I should have been flung into the wall. I would have taken damage, yeah, but I still would have been on the ledge. But because I was facing the wall, a hit from an arrow, no matter what, sends you back in a direction that you're facing, right? So no matter where you get hit by the arrow, you're flung backwards from the direction that you're facing, if that makes any sense. I don't know if you can like picturing it from what I'm describing, but it probably doesn't make any sense because from a physics perspective, it does not make sense. I should be flung completely in line with the arrow's trajectory, not from the direction I'm facing. Alright, so the thing I usually make a mistake is when I run past enemies and I want to roll, I end up jumping because it's the same button. You have to actually run, and then stop, and then roll. Run, you know, stop running, roll. It's like you have to make a very, very conscious, very precise use of your controls to ensure that you roll. Yeah, see, this is what I'm gonna have trouble with the most, is that they are. See, I tried to roll again. Tried to roll again there, and I got screwed. All right, you have to move. Frickin' move already. Man, come on. Yeah, see, as I said before, they do have their... They can't follow, but they do have their projectile, and they can get lucky there. That wouldn't have even been a big deal if I didn't take damage from before. So I think that's my best bet, to get through this as quickly as possible. Even if I may die while doing it, I'm still dying quicker, if that makes any sense. I'm dying quicker than I would if I would, you know, fight all of them full on and then die from that run. Ultimately, the quickest way would be to fight all of them, right, successfully, and then make it past the archers. If you're able to do that, that's probably the fastest overall. If you're able to do that on your first try, rather. But, so I want to get this show on the road. I actually want to get to the next part. I'm going to try, like, keep trying to just move past these guys without fighting them. I think in the long run, that'll be my fastest option. I think if I was not streaming, I would approach it differently. I would just try to do the normal way without risking a run here. Man, I hate jumping. I hate that you have to. I hate that you jump while you're running. There should be a way to roll from a run. Like, put the roll on a different button. Retrieval! Okay, so I now have to just get lucky that they won't use their projectile. Okay, they did, but it wasn't a huge deal. Alright, I'm gonna do something I haven't tried before, which is, try to go for this guy first. Okay, I guess I see that is why going for this guy is not very successful, because this guy has a perfect line of sight to me. But, you know, it's worth experimenting, seeing if that, you know, does me any better. If you go for the other guy, the one on the right, rather, to be clear, the archer on the right, that seems to be my most successful pattern or flow through these enemies, because the one on the left won't have a clear line of sight to hit you during your battle with the right archer dude. I think the worst part of this run is that there isn't really a close enough bonfire to make the runs more efficient. Like, there's that one that I was at with the firekeeper, and there's also one below here. Below, if I would use the lever there and bring this whole thing down one level, or actually 2 levels, that's where another bonfire is. And either way, I think is slow. There isn't one that's really faster than the other. I am preferring the one with the firekeeper only because it consistently gives me the 10 flasks versus the other one, which will only give me 5. Okay, that seemed to work out. Alright, please, no sniping. No projectile. Okay. So, as I've proven before, I'm pretty sure right one is the one I want to go for first. Ultimately, I think what you want is to get lucky here. That he will fall off just like that. Okay. Yep, I want to kill this guy because he's such a bastard. Alright, he switched to his other weapon, which is good. And I just made him fall off. Yeah, see? The archers are pushovers. It's really the harpies that make the runs inefficient, and this section, I think that's why this section is so infamous overall. The infamous archer section. Not infamous because of the archers themselves, but because the run is just long and inefficient. And the more inefficient it is, the more tiring. I'm just trying to get a peek at what's inside here. You can actually see the bonfire from this window here. And yeah, I don't want to get a little cocky because I could still potentially die, but I think we made it through. Finally made it through, and I can have some new material to comment on. Okay, so we know from that window that the bonfire is right here. No, look, it's our old friend. We haven't seen him in quite a while, since like very beginning of the game. But bonfire's super important. I'm gonna go ahead and light it and rest at it. Officially through the infamous Archer segment. Okay, let's talk to our good buddy Solaire over here.
There you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you?
Okay, that's all he has to say. Basically what he's saying is that you can continue to summon him. He will be a summonable character. Oh, is that a word? Summonable character? In upcoming boss fights. Basically, wherever you see him around a bonfire, the following boss fight is usually one in which you can summon him. But normally you can just see that you can summon him by going human, and right before the fog wall you'll see signatures, and if there are any golden ones, they usually mean they are either Solaire himself or people who are in the Sunlight Covenant. So I think we're in a new area, so what I want to do, let's leave a summon sign right here. And I think leaving a summon sign in a new area is the best way to actually get acquainted, because it's like a no-risk version of, exploring an area. If you die in somebody else's world, it's not that big of a deal. If you die in your own world, then you have to do a retrieval. So if somebody actually summons you and you help them out, or if you even do a boss run, you can get a really nice preview of the area ahead of time. Okay. So can I open this door yet? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright, there's a knight there. Proceed with caution. So these guys look a lot like the knights that we've seen before, but they aren't actually the same. These are actually the original knights, the silver knights, while the other ones were black knights. Yeah, this guy's a really long-range weapon, so we can very easily, do cheap shots like that through the wall. Oh, Dark Souls, and your really poor clipping. Now, I actually got really good at being able to parry these guys with, the sword and shield. But, I don't have that option anymore. I have to actually fight them straight up. Man, this guy has such long reach. Come on. Bleed damage, there you go. Alright, there's nothing else here besides this chest. This might be a mimic. Always remember, from now on, Might be mimics, so heal up, check. It's 3 sunlight medals. That is okay. What do the sunlight medals do? I forget. Faintly warm metal, engraved with the symbol of the sun, is the ultimate honor awarded to those who summon the warrior of sunlight and complete a goal. So you actually, yeah, these are the rewards you get for summoning Solaire and then beating a boss. I also believe you get them if you summon anybody who's in the Sunlight Covenant and then beat a boss. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the Annals, but the old god of war still watches closely over his warriors. So this is actually related somewhat to the the ring that we got before. What was it? Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. They mentioned the same person, Lord Gwyn's firstborn, god of war. He lost his deific status, and yeah, it's related to the sunlight metal. And we actually learned by looking at the lore in the items here. We learn a little bit more about the what is it called? The pantheon of this world, or at least this one specific god of war, former god of war. And this god of war is related to the sunlight metal and the sunlight covenant. So we know that much so far. Now if you watch Vati Vidya's videos, you'll actually learn a lot, and he has a very specific theory that a lot of people subscribe to about the god of war, former god of war, and the sunlight covenant. You might want to actually watch his video. Look up Vati Vidya, and you'll be able to find him. Let me do a greeting here. Now these guys are have super heavy builds, very different from mine. You guys have, if you remember from before, they have. Oh, what was his name? What was the guy's name? No, I can't remember his name right now. The guy with the heavy armor that you fight in the very beginning of the game. Oh, not very beginning, but fairly close to the beginning of the game. Alright, where do these guys want to go? I'm just following the lead here. Where do they want to go? If they're making runs to the boss, or what are they doing? Alright, looks like this guy has not actually made it to the boss yet. At least I don't think. It doesn't seem like it. Otherwise they would be taking a shorter path through him. There's like a shortcut. So we're getting a nice preview of the area that we'll be going through. Alright, move on. I'm almost dead, so maybe I don't want to actually, you know, go ahead of... Okay, so we have an invader now. First example of an invader. Okay, so where is this guy? So as I explained before, invasion can happen whenever whenever someone goes human, right? So the trade-off here is that you can go human, which means you can summon people, right? Alright, there is the invader. And although I died, I want to do as much as possible to help my host, so that he doesn't die. I think they successfully killed him, which is pretty good. Good for him. My only goal was to really help him out. I only get anything if I help him beat the boss, right? So, which I don't think we would have done, at least anytime soon there. I might have, there is a timer as far as how long you can stay in someone's world. So, I made a judgment call there. I don't think I would have made it. Okay, I don't need to fight this guy. Yeah, I don't think I would have made it all the way to the boss at the pace we were moving. So, I figured even if I die, I at least helped my guy survive his invasion, or the invasion again. I don't think I completely explained what happened. So, the trade-off is when you go human in the world, you can summon players to help, just like he did to summon me. He summoned me to help him in his world, but you also open yourself up to invasion. So the invaders are people who are specifically entering your world against your will and trying to kill you. So through here we can get a preview of another area of the game. There's some doors I could try to open. Let's see if I can open any of these. It does not open from this side. I can open this one, and let's see what we got here. I do hear some breathing. This looks like an ordinary room, but as we saw before, there is, through this window here, there is something over here, which is why I knew that there would be a false wall here. Alright, so what do we have here? We have chests here, chest here, chest here. Alright, what are the odds that one of them are a mimic? I think that's pretty darn good. Okay, so let's test. Oh, there's our mimic. Let's get in our damage right now. And he's dead. Alright, let's try to quickly test these other ones. Alright. Dragon Tooth, okay. Hobble. Hobble's Great Shield. So Hobble was the name of the very heavily armored dude that we fought earlier on in the game. Here we actually find his armor in these chests. Which is why we saw those other players wearing Hobble's gear. They already found this room and equipped his armor, and are now using it. If you're going to do a heavy armor build, then that's most likely the armor that you want. Some of the best stats as far as heavy armor. But for my purposes, I want, you know, quick rolls. I want light armor. I don't want to be overly encumbered and bogged down by my equipment. So no Hobble armor for me, even though I have it. I can cash those in, probably for a decent amount of money. Okay, not money, but souls. That's what I want to do. Alright, so we got another chest here. I know we just faced a mimic, but, you know, knowing Dark Souls, I always want to check no matter what. So yes, it is another mimic. I remembered correctly that I figured there would be multiple mimics in this area. Yeah, broke his poise. I always love breaking enemies' poise, especially when I'm low on stamina. Yeah, I'm being summoned. Okay, so I won't move anywhere from here while I'm being summoned. Get a nice preview of somebody else's, or a preview of the world, as I said. If you can be summoned, I'd say always leave your mark. There's no reason not to summon. Or rather, there's no reason not to leave your mark to be summoned, because there's really no downside, as I showed. You can freely die, and it's no big deal. If anything, it's only a waste of time. Alright, looks like this guy has actually opened this area that was seen before, which the other guys did not do, which leads me to believe that he actually is making a run for the boss right now. So, pretty darn cool. We're going to see a preview of the boss right here. So, I played this game before. I already know. Oh, come on, dude. My host is not successfully making it through. Come on, man, go through the fog. Alright, I actually have to fight him, help him fight this guy now. Because... yeah, I'd say my guy is probably not that experienced in the if he was aggroing the guy and not being able to get past him, because normally when you make this boss run, you don't want to bother fighting the giants. You just want to just go straight to the fog wall. Alright, so we're getting a nice preview of the boss. I'm gonna help somebody else fight him. So this is actually one of my favorite bosses in the game, because it is the first major multi-boss fight, where you have to fight two characters at once. This is like probably one of the most challenging bosses for most people. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I don't know, I'm trying to get a sense of what this guy wants to do first. It seems to me like he wants to kill. Like he wants to kill the littler dude first. But another good strategy when fighting this pair, especially when you're summoning, is one person keeps, or each person keeps each boss occupied, so the battle becomes more even and manageable. So that seems to be what we're doing right now. Alright, so I'm gonna keep Smo here aggroed and not kill him, because I think this guy actually wants to kill Ornstein first. Or maybe not, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of damage to him. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kill Smo because we're almost done. So now it'll be a 2-on-1 battle. Okay, so my friend Nick is in chat right now. Also, Fireproof Tech, welcome. I don't know if you're still here. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat or as often as I should because I'm trying to pay attention on the boss battle right now. So forgive me. Yeah, I don't know if he actually chose Ornstein, but he wasn't doing a whole lot of damage to him, so I figure he was okay with me killing Smo. Alright, I'm probably dead if he doesn't help me or heal me right here. So I'll just, I'll only attack him when he's not aggroed on me. And when he is aggroed on me, I'll hold his aggro so that the other dude can attack him. Alright, what does this guy want to do? What's this guy? Not really sure what Ornstein wants to do here. Okay, I'm dead. That's okay. This guy will have to do the rest of his battle on his own. Fortunately. Yeah, if I had to guess, I think this guy is having a little bit of trouble with this battle, so... Right, Nick. As I was saying, this guy doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. That's about what I was trying to say. Because when I died, he didn't seem to be able to dodge his attack very well. I'll leave my summon sign again. Continue. Where I was going before. The guy you're in the fight with does unbelievably little damage. You're looking. You can probably see his character much more easily than I. So maybe he just didn't have a really efficient build or a really good weapon equipped. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to what he had equipped. Or maybe he just didn't upgrade his weapon all the way. Like I have my Meiji Katana is +10 now. Okay, already being summoned again. I guess this is the area where a lot of people want help, so I'm having no trouble finding people to want to summon me. Whereas before, like I have to wait a really long time before people. Oh, this guy's already getting invaded! Holy crap! All right, I did not know that that guy was doing a greeting. Alright, why was the other guy... I'm assuming that he was going after a like more of a formal battle. And I didn't really know that because I was just summoned in. And I just reacted. I was like, "Whoa, already? Someone's invaded." As far as I'm concerned, like if the guy's summoning me, like I'm not really sure why he would want a formal duel with someone who's invading. Like if you want a formal duel, you don't summon other people in, so you don't summon other people in to help you. That doesn't make a lot of sense, because then it would be 2-on-1 anyway. Alright, so right, I do want to just put in my sign again to help practice with this area. Like, I figured, in that instance... Okay. Having trouble with talking. Yeah, I'm being summoned anyway, so... it doesn't really matter what I do here. Yeah, usually when you want a formal battle and you actually encourage invaders to come in, then you wouldn't want to have like a 2-on-1 battle, right? So I thought if I'm being summoned, then all invaders are fair game, but from what I could tell, it seemed like that guy wanted a formal battle because he was keeping out of our fight. Or out of my fight with the invading phantom, so that's just confusing. That just seems weird to me. Alright, looks like this guy wants to go here. What, does he need help with the mimic or something? I don't know. Oh, that wasn't a good idea. Didn't know he was doing his wind up there. Again, no pressure. It's just a summon. This guy can easily just finish him. He didn't seem like he was going for the boss anyway, so I'm fine with dying there. Alright, eventually if I want to actually make any progress, I'm gonna have to not leave my sign. But I'll use it as far as just getting the hang of this area while practicing a bit. I think that's well worth. Yeah, see, I can't even make 2 steps. I can't even finish that battle usually without being summoned. Hopefully we find someone else who's going straight for the boss. And we can see more of that battle before I do it. Okay, so this guy isn't moving, so I think he was looking for more summons probably. Right, he's summoning another dude. Forgive me while I mute my mic there. Alright. 2 phantoms in, I think we want to move on, right? Or alright, it looks like he has in fact opened the shortcut. So this looks like a boss run to me. We don't have to aggro that guy. Or you can just go ahead and aggro him, sure. Alright, so another exciting preview of the Ornstein and Smo boss battle. I think I'll comment on it a little bit more while we're in here. I figure when I'm summoned into somebody else's world, that's a better time to actually comment on the battle than when I'm doing it myself, especially since this one is going to be a tricky one. Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'm not really sure what this guy wants to do here. Either way, I should probably hold the aggro of at least one guy, whether or not I kill him. It looks like he's definitely doing smoke first. No problem, Nick. Looks like we're back in the battle, and the different dude now. And he seems to know what he's doing as far as fighting these guys. And he summoned 2 people for a 3-on-2 battle instead of 2-on-2. So when I do this battle, I actually usually do Smo first, so just like this guy did. Because I like the challenge of fighting the more powerful version of Ornstein, which I'd say is the tougher match. Alright, I'm chilling back here because I'm very low on health. And I actually want... we have a really good chance of actually beating this guy, so... So I want to get the reward from beating him. I missed. Whipped. Let's back up now. Alright. Summoner has died. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Can't, First, you think the fight is much easier if you kill Ornstein first. Yeah, I believe that's what I was saying, right? I kill Smo first, so that I fight. I fight the powerful version of Ornstein for the greater challenge. I like Ornstein's gear better, which you only get for killing him second. Right. Ornstein's gear. How do you get the gear for that though? I'm not really sure. You get him from that dude in Firelink, right? I think I got him once. I think on my first playthrough I did Smo, then Ornstein. My second playthrough I did the reverse. I did Ornstein, then Smo. I can't remember entirely. Well, on one of those playthroughs I remember buying Ornstein's armor. Okay, what do I want to do here? Let's kill this dude at the end here. Ah. Oh, weapon at risk. I haven't actually, I have not repaired my weapon in a while, so I should probably go do that right now before it breaks. I can also use this chance to get a summon sign down. Pretty sure it does not... Okay, which direction is it? This way. He sells whichever guy... Vendor on the bridge in Firelink, right? And then he sells whichever you kill second. Right, yeah, I think, so yeah, I must have killed Ornstein second when I bought that armor. And then bought it. I actually probably didn't end up using it just because Ornstein's armor is fairly heavy armor, and I stuck to more medium armor in that build. Alright, repair. Repair. Probably repair all my stuff while I'm at it. Alright, hopefully, I actually want to do one successful summon. And by that I mean killing the boss. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my summon side again. Already being summoned. Wow. People really, really want help here. Meanwhile, I can dance with this Silver Knight. Is this the same dude? I think so. It might be the same dude. Dude, don't die this time. Hang back like I was doing. I also have to keep in mind that it seems like lag is still fairly an issue in Dark Souls when you are doing summons and whatnot, playing over the internet. Okay, we don't have to aggro this guy, but I guess you might want to do that anyway. I don't know. Alright, this time he's not. I believe this is the same guy. Ziggy Lotta? Ziggy Lotta? Alright. Before they move over here. Here we go. I don't know where Smo is, so it's probably not a good idea to... fight Ornstein while Smo is not in view. Ooh, I broke his poise. I don't think I've ever done that. I broke his poise twice. Nice. Smo is down. I think that's why a lot of people like the Uji Katana, because when you do really quick attacks, even when they're not very damaging, that builds up poise break. So Uji Katana gives you good chances at poise break and bleed. Alright, so now we have powered up Ornstein, which is the tougher, more challenging battle. So I like attacking him after he does that butt stomp, but I was a little too far away. Ooh, he got me. He got me good. That's alright. I'll just, if he's aggroed on me, I'll hold his aggro. Aw, man. I'm dead. But I think this guy is probably going to end up beating him. Which, good for him, I guess. He has his health down already. Yeah, I'm on aggro hold. There's no reason to damage him. I didn't do a whole lot of damage to him anyway. I wasn't trying to damage him, but I do like that I was breaking his poise. I don't know, let me enjoy that I was breaking his poise, because I don't think I was able to do that before. Okay, so as I said before, I do want to successful run, so maybe I should actually be more careful and not die next time. Alright, this guy's back alive again. Alright, where are you? There you are. You're welcome to enjoy the poise break. It's hard to do. Yeah, I think it's because I have this fully upgraded Uji Katana, which I never used before. I stuck to the more shield combos. Like first playthrough I definitely did the spear and shield combo, so I can hold up the shield while attacking, which I guess is a good noob combo to do. Alright, so this guy's back alive again. I do want to get behind him, but yeah, it's tough because he does a 3-hit combo, and that usually drains my stamina. Okay, anything over here? Not much over here besides the fact that you can see this character through the window over here, so you know that he's over here. Alright, I'll open this one first. Alright, you can't do that, you have to open it from the other side. Alright, yeah, this one is the way I want to go. So there's a lot of paintings here. Very nice looking room. Painting of another character. Of course, message here says chest ahead. That's very common when seeing this character. It's not very okay, so we see a knight over here. I'm not gonna let him gank me. But he definitely wants me to like get well into that room before he does that. Yeah, it's not very PC to do that anymore, especially in this like trying to be more conscious about what we say. I think it's always a good thing to do. Yeah, it was funny like the first time I played Dark Souls, but now it's like, I've heard the joke before. It's just a little obvious. Like, I think the reason why it's funny is not because of the so-called amazing chest, but because they're using the messages you know, the pre-built or pre-recorded, not pre-recorded, pre-written messages to, in a way that the developer probably did not intend for you to use. Alright, I'm almost dead here, so I gotta be careful. And yeah, that's why this stuff is funny, not because of the sexism, because you're like using these. Where are the messages? They're in here. Like you're using these pre-recorded, pre-written things to kind of fashion a strange message or a funny message instead of using them for. Alright, so this. Take out the archer first, if I can. Sorry, when I'm doing these night battles, since they are kind of more tougher enemies, I'm not usually going to say much. I'm trying to fight, trying to concentrate. I think, I don't know. Oh, I'm not going to be hasty and say that I'm going to be able to get this guy, because he could very easily just kill me. Oh man, that was really close. Okay, so one thing we could say here, always leave these praise the sun messages wherever appropriate. Alright, end up not leaving it in the correct. Wait, can I like remove that message, or yeah, it didn't get recorded because it was like on a little corner. Try it again. Oh, is this not a place you can write messages? I guess not. I thought I remember seeing messages like this around here. Maybe not. Yeah, I must be misremembering it then. It is a nice view though. Gotta admit, this is a nice... Your reward for doing that battle is a nice view. Like, really nice, it's unusual in this game, I think, to see, or I wouldn't say it's unusual, but they keep the nice skyboxes and viewpoints rare, so that, you know, rare enough so that you can really appreciate them when you get to them. Okay, I think we got enough. So, that room that we saw the character in is probably over here. I'm gonna go this way.
Whatever can be done. Ah, you again. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the silver knight?
So this is the same character we saw before, and he's like, he's going along the same, very similar path that you are.
Think of something. We can overcome it together.
So like Solaire, we're all moving along at the same, supposedly at the same rate, so we keep meeting up with each other.
This is quite other things.
Yeah, so he wants help because he's kind of trapped. And there are 2 knights here. Actually 3 knights, I guess. One kind of wanting to gank him over here. Oh hey, Cheese Puff. Long time no see. As you can see, we finally made it to Enrolando. and slowly making progress through here. Well, about to open. All right, I'm being summoned, which is probably not that great actually, because I just made it, made it all the way here. But hopefully this will be a lucrative summon the next boss here. All right, this guy wanna be the boss. Looks like he has a nice dragon sword, so I'm gonna assume that he knows what he's doing. He did do a combo or a counter attack there, so I figure if he knows that he knows how to do that, then he's already good sign that he's an experienced Dark Souls battler. Also, he has Black Knight shield, right? Which means okay. Looks like this guy wants to do this room here, which has the Titanite demon. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage from him. Yeah, this Titanite demon is fairly tough because we're in like this really close quarters area. I'm almost dead though. So yeah, I need him to heal right now. Okay, he did heal me a little bit, but I'm still fairly susceptible to like a one-hit kill. Alright, we did it. We did it. Alright, so is this guy going to do the actual boss battle now? I guess the answer is yes. So crossing my fingers, I'm hoping we can do this. Is this guy alright? Come on. Hey, what's this guy doing? I guess he actually just wants to battle them. It's probably like his first time through the area, so he wants to do all the battles that he can. So if he wants to do that, then I'll let him take care of that guy while I take care of this guy. Alright. Alright, one down. This guy seriously not want to do the boss? Oh, he's still fighting that guy. I'll take care of the archer for him. Oh, he's still battling that giant. Okay, maybe I was wrong about him being experienced, because it shouldn't take him that long to fight this guy. And you saw how fast I took care of my guy. Alright, so are we gonna do the boss now, or? It looks like he has like a hybrid build where he has that healing miracle to augment his flasks. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Nick says, when I summon for this fight, I run ahead and clear everyone, and then go back and summon in before room, just so people don't get dead on the way to the fight. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, it's Solaire. It's summoning Solaire. So, I think he's gonna do the boss battle then. Seems to me like since he's doing the miracles, he's probably out of flasks, which is, I don't know, not really that wise to attempt this battle on 0 flasks. Yeah, Nick, that probably makes sense to do if you're summoning. Yeah, I think if I would do summons, I would probably do that as well. I wouldn't want my help to disappear on the way there. Okay, so looks like I am gonna hold Ornstein's aggro first. I'm not sure if I want to kill him first. Maybe because this guy, I'm not really sure if he seems to be fairly new, so despite earlier indications, maybe I want to kill Ornstein first. Alright, they're killing Smo first, so I'm just gonna hold Ornstein's aggro and not damage him. Oh, really, I could damage him, but I'm not gonna worry about doing significant damage. Alright, Nick says, he made a cardinal sin as a summoner. You need to move away from the fog the second you get in. Yeah, why? That's because the enemies would be really close to the fog, right? And then you could... the people coming in could easily get hit, is that right? And you don't want that to happen, so... yeah, you would want to move as far away from the fog gate. That makes sense. Alright, hopefully Solaire takes most of the aggro here. Come on, Solaire. Help us out. Alright. Go ahead and take some cheap hits. Unfortunately, that means I'm probably gonna aggro him. Okay, I think he's focusing on Solaire right now. No, he changed back to the summoning dude. Oh crap. Alright, thankfully I think I have that tell for the large hit, potentially one-hit kill move. I am dangerously low on health. I'm actually surprised that I survived that attack. I'm like at 1 HP right now. I'm pretty sure this dude is out of flasks well before the boss battle even started. Right. Hopefully Solaire holds aggro. Alright, looks like... is this guy dead? No, he's still alive. That's good. Okay. Sorry, Solaire. I'm gonna take a hit for the team. yes, you can't do damage to him while he's doing that hit or that large attack. Alright. This guy, Ornstein, is apparently a fan of doing that large, I don't know how to explain it, that large cinematic hit. He did it like 3 times in a row to each of us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had. I'm pretty sure he ran out of flasks before the boss because he was doing his healing miracles, and usually that's a good sign that saying that he was out of flasks. So yeah, from the get-go, it didn't look all that good. So I'm gonna keep putting my summon sign down until I have a successful summoning run. Yeah, to be honest, I could have done better as a phantom there. It's taking way too many risks. Especially since I do want to have a successful run. Alright, I meant to do my jump attack there, but ended up doing just the standard RT, right trigger. Okay, so I want to actually open this shortcut here. So hopefully I go a little bit faster. Right, aggro. I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster and maybe comment less because I want to actually. Okay. Yeah, I'll take care of this guy first because even though the archer might snipe me from far away, I also don't want him to, double team, gang up on me. Yeah, my stamina management there is not that great. Okay, I think it's best overall boss fight in any Souls game. Yeah, I agree. I love that boss battle. I love doing it just alone. I like the no summon version because it's a really good challenge. It's one of my favorite challenges in this game. The first major 2-on-1 encounter, especially since it is a boss encounter. Oh, okay. I want to make some actual progress in this, so I'm not going to leave my summon side until I open the shortcut. So I think I got enough of a preview, and I've gotten enough of a hang of the area. So I want to make some actual progress. I'll do the summon thing later. I do find the summons to be really fun and rewarding, but I gotta actually get through the game at some point. Alright, so the shortcut I want to open. I can go that way. Oh, I forgot about this one. I'll do that. I've been taking way too many risks with this guy. I've been getting really lucky with my dodges. Because normally he would, that spin-up attack is when he does his large chomping maneuver that does a lot of damage. So it was not wise of me to attack him there, but I got lucky twice in a row. and did like a perfect dodge. Alright. Backstab. Try it at soul level 1, says Nick in chat. Yeah, I think, yeah, you're right, that would be a rush. That's a true challenge. I agree, maybe someday I will do a soul level 1 run of this game. Now Nick, when you do like that, when you do that soul level 1 challenge, do you do summons for that as well, or do you try to go 1-on-2? You try to attempt it yourself? Yeah, that would be pretty insane if it was a soul level 1 and you're on your own. Alright, let me open this door first. Okay, there's one over here, so where is he? Oh, there he is. He really, really wants to wait to gank you. Alright, I don't want to accidentally, you know, do damage to the other character there, so I'm gonna bring him over here. Yeah, pardon me. Okay. Come on. Guy's not leaving me an opening. Yeah, okay. You did summon for it, okay. SL1 is easier than you think due to pyromancing, lightning, enchants. Oh, okay. Easier than I think. Pyromancy. So you do soul level 1 with pyromancy. Okay. But have you done a soul level 1, you know, just a weapon, no magic, no summon run? That'd be pretty cool. Okay, backstab. And now I can open this door. Also, there's a chest here. Is this a mimic? No. I haven't. Feel like that would remove some of the fun of the game, but I played the game through so many times, it may be what's next. Yeah, I don't know, I think if you can manage it, it might be a fun challenge. I think there is fun to be had in a challenge, in the challenge of like a soul level 1 run. Because the thing about that is when you do a soul level 1 run, you can still upgrade all your stuff, right? So you can upgrade all of your equipment and your weapons, right? That's not part of the rules. So even though you're a soul level 1 and you're not upgrading your stats, you can upgrade everything else. Plus, what you can also do is you can reinvest your souls in. You will have a lot of extra souls to buy a ton of, say, buffs and extra items like that. So it like balances itself out. Yeah, you're right. That's when that's what you mean by when you say soul level 1 is easier than I think because of lightning enchants, because you can just buy a ton of lightning enchants, right?
What's on your mind? Wait.
Okay, so now this guy is happy that we defeated the monsters and have opened the door for him. And he gives us a tiny being's ring.
Gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
I'd recommend actually looking up the Vatividya lore video that he did on this guy, because his story in this game is really interesting. If you take it to completion, it's really it's a really good character saga.
Give me a chance to come up.
I usually don't follow through in this character because it requires you to make sure to find them in very specific spots throughout the world. And I usually end up like skipping one on accident and then can't finish his storyline. Okay, so that's open now. I will go back up and then go through the other stairwell. Ah, cheap shot. Alright, I think I've been streaming long enough, and I'm actually starting to, my voice is starting to crack a bit. I'm not sure how much I can talk much longer, so once I open this up here, I think I will call it a stream. Right. That was almost a disaster for me because I ended up locking on to the wrong dude at very low health. Not advisable. Alright, come on, I want you to come over here and have a nice fair fight. Okay, and I don't want to aggro him, or you really don't have to aggro him until you want to get to that chest. Yeah, see, he completely ignores you until you go close. But what I really want to do is open this door before I end the stream. Okay, so Nick was saying, Nick, you were saying, yeah, you can upgrade, but you're limited in what gear you can use. You're basically limited to axe or mace. Oh yeah, that's true, because of stat requirements for a lot of weapons. Lightning enchanted weapons don't scale with your stats. Right. But I mean, like, not in terms of lightning enchants, but just you can buy a ton of lightning buffs, right? So you can upgrade a small weapon to, say, 10. And then buy, like, because you're going to have a ton of souls from not upgrading, you can buy, like, 100 lightning buffs, right? Or, like, like hundreds of lightning buffs from merchants, and always be able to buff your weapons. Plus, you'd probably, with a soul level 1, you'd want to do raw weapons, right? So you can get as much damage as possible. I'm not sure. It might be advantageous to do a raw weapon. Okay, so I opened the shortcut. I think that's the last thing I want to do for this stream. Next part, I think I will attempt the boss myself. I think I'll want to do, both things on the next stream. Those will be my goals. I want to do a successful summon, helping somebody else beat the boss, and then I will beat the boss myself. Also, I've banked a whole lot of souls from doing this run, so I probably want to make sure I use those before I die and lose them forever. So, yeah, thanks. I'm not sure who's still here. Nick, I know you're still here, and if Cheese Puffs is also here, yeah, thank you very much for watching. And anyone else who watched, yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Later.